See how that works, Matt? See that? That's how a gun works. You put the magazine like that, slam it in, and what's the slide doing, Matt?
It stays open?
Yeah, it stays open. That's how it's supposed to work. Howdy pards, MrHolster here. Got a great gun today. Absolute fantastic firearm. And I predict this will go down in history as being one of the great concealed carry weapons of our time. You know, right now we are living in the renaissance of concealed carry firearms. There are so many fantastic firearms out there, it's awful hard to decide what you're going to carry if you got a concealed carry permit. And I'll tell you right now, just got back from the range here on the ranch shooting this. We put 150, 200 rounds through this gun, and it's absolutely a fantastic gun. And I'm talking about Springfield's XDS 45 with a 4-inch barrel. Absolute fantastic gun. And one of the reasons I think this makes such an excellent concealed carry firearm is it is so incredibly thin, and yet with a 4-inch barrel, you know, most of the time if you're concealed carrying a firearm in this size range, a single stack, it's not going to end up on a belt, it's going to end up inside the waistband. Your carry method's going to be inside the waistband, in a holster inside the waistband, and it is an incredible advantage to have a 4-inch barrel on this gun for that purpose. It will sit so incredibly well inside of that holster, inside your waistband. Just a fantastic gun. It's not going to show any more than the 3.3-inch version and concealed carry, and you're going to get that extra long radius, and it's just going to sit so much better in the holster with that extra distance on the barrel. Let me tell you, I carried a gun for 30-some years. I've made holsters for myself, and you know what? The longer the barrel, the better it sits in the holster. Just an incredible concealed carry firearm. This one happens to be in 45 ACP, my favorite, but it's also available in the 9mm. Just an absolute incredible firearm. I'll put something up on the screen that'll show you your choices and the size and the weight, both in the 3.3-inch version and the 4-inch version, which this is. Absolutely, you know, it's not, they don't have night sights on it, but these are absolutely fantastic sights with a fiber optic front and it's a 3-dot system with a fiber optic front sight and 2 dots on the rear. Very low profile sights, just a fantastic gun, and I'll tell you, it shoots so accurately. If you do your job, you can make one ragged hole with this gun. Just a great gun. It comes with a 6-round, and I prefer the 6-round, you know, but I'm a bigger guy. Don't make jokes about my weight, but I'm a bigger guy, and I can put this 6-round magazine in. It's an extra 3/4 inches extension on the grip frame, and it's not going to be a problem for me to conceal this in an inside the waistband holster any more than if I put the low profile 5-round magazine in. But if you're a little smaller in stature, what a great low profile grip frame, and an absolutely fantastic ultra thin, ultra concealable, very accurate little package. In all my years of carrying guns, I tell you, this is one of the most impressive guns I have ever fired. It is so accurate. It is so well thought out. The checkering on the grip frame, you can get a very good grip on this, even shooting it with a 2-finger grip. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know I am not a fan of a gun where I don't get a full grip on the firearm. And shooting this, I shot it just as well with a small mag in as I did with a large mag. And it's because of the checkering on it and the the good retention I had on that grip. Absolute fantastic firearm. One feature I wasn't really excited about was the loaded chamber indicator. I'm not a fan of those. I don't like stuff sticking up right where my sight picture is. It's borderline getting up there into it, but it isn't into it. That is the only thing on this gun, and that is not that's not a deal breaker for me, and it wasn't bad. Myself, I'm old school, and if you don't know if you got a round in the gun, you do a press check. If you pick up a gun and it's not yours, and first thing you do is a press check, see if it's empty. Drop the mag, make sure it's empty, do a press check, see if it's empty. So the loaded chamber indicator to me is, I'm not going to trust that anyways, I'm going to do a press check. It's totally not necessary, and that is the only feature on this whole gun I don't like. One of the things I've been hesitant about is the rear safety. And there's always that issue if you're injured and you can't get a good enough grip. But boy, I tell you, the chances of you being that injured, because if it's in your hand, you're activating that grip, is pretty slim. That is the only other feature on it I've been hesitant to buy this gun because of that. Yeah, but it's pretty minimal, because even then it wasn't. Yeah, because 1911s all have that. And it's never bothered me, and I've never gone to the extreme, because I've known guys in the business that did. They'd tie it down so it wouldn't. But I've never been that far off on it that I was that concerned with it. But that would be the only other thing. But you know what? Just an absolute fantastic gun, a sweet shooter, very, very accurate. And I had my stepson down there. He was shooting with me. Young kid, and boy, man, he just put him into one ragged hole with this thing. He just loved this gun, and so did I. Absolute fantastic firearm. So I thought I'd share that with you today, and like I say, I'll put more information up on the screen and roll in some footage from our shooting. But just a fantastic little firearm. Very inexpensive. You're talking about under the $500 range for this gun. You're talking about magazines that you can pick up for less than 25 bucks. Just a fantastic gun. And so narrow for 45 ACP. And of course, if you want more rounds in the magazine, you can go with a 9mm. Absolute fantastic firearm. This is what you get when you buy an XDS. Here's the case. It has two very positive locking tabs on either side of the case. Both have holes that you can run a lock through in case you need that in your jurisdiction. We open it up. You've got the manual. You have a lock and a cleaning brush. You've got extra fiber optic sights, so you can replace the one you've got if it goes bad or pops loose. You've got the same color rod in there in the orange red. You've got an additional rod in a yellow green in case you want to change to a different color. You have one extended 6-round magazine, one 5-round flush fit magazine, one gun. You have a replacement extension for the bottom of the extended magazine, and this is why you have an additional back strap, a different size, more humped back strap. This is what came on it. I changed it to a flatter back strap, because it just gave a better, I felt a better, straighter line that I would like better. And when I did that, I had to take off this extension from the magazine, the grip extension, and put on the other one so that it matched up with the back strap. As you can see, this does not match up. Guess it's that way with that back strap, but it'll match up with that one. That's why you have to exchange that. And with that on it and the extension, it gives me a full grip. I really enjoy that. If you want the shorter, you put the flush magazine in there, and it doesn't quite fit on my hand, but it works. And the reason they do that, of course, is concealed carry. This is where the concealment issue comes in the grip. The smaller the grip, easier to conceal. The thinner the gun, easier to conceal. And this is a very thin gun at 0.8 inches thickness. Absolute great gun. And that's what you get in the case. Now, the XDS in 4-inch version right here is a 45 ACP. It also comes in the 9mm. Now, in the 3.3-inch version, it comes in a 45 ACP, a 9mm, but it also comes in the 40 Smith & Wesson. All great guns. Well, there you have it, guys. Just a great gun. I think I've covered everything. The sights are not adjustable for elevation, but they're adjustable for windage from side to side. And they were dead on center. Absolutely perfect, and a very, very accurate little gun. Just could not... You know, all the guns I bought over all the years, I can't remember. There are a handful that the first time I shot it, I felt the way I feel about this gun. Just an absolute incredible, great gun. This is not leaving me. This is going to stick with me till the day I die. Just a fantastic gun. Simple takedown. All you do is remove the magazine, pull back the slide, run the lever clockwise to 12 o'clock, release the slide, pull the trigger, and off it comes. And you can see, pretty traditional striker fired type gun. Does have the double coil, double spring coiled guide rod. Very, very nice firearm. So there you have it, pards. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and sharing. And of course, thanks for subscribing. Till next time, go out and stay safe.